I'm just going to hit the record button, and I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to start on, can you all see my screen now?
Yep.
Okay. So there we are. There's the first screen. Okay. So I just want to welcome you on behalf of all of the partners that are part of the Eastern Lakeshore Regional Planning Team. So you're all part of the dual credit in some way, shape, or form. So you may be a dual credit teacher in a high school, or you may be a college instructor, or you may be a partner in a different way. But you're part of sort of a bigger team. And really, in a sense, you're part of a province-wide program. This dual credit program is a signature student success program from the Ministry of Education. And they've broken this region down into the province into 16 regional planning teams. And so we have come together as what we call RPT6, but we're also called the Eastern Lakeshore Regional Planning Team. So we work together and we come from Durham, Loyalist, and Fleming College, and you can see the 5 school boards. So what I would like to do is just start by introducing myself and those of us who are sort of board leads and college leads who are taking on this presentation to help introduce you to the program, go through some of the details about the program so that as you go through the semester, hopefully a lot of the questions you may have, we will be able to answer, and some of the policies that surround the program and procedures you just might become a little more familiar with. So my name is Stephen Hughes. I am the Student Success Coordinator at the Durham Catholic District School Board. And I'll just rotate around the different members of our team. So perhaps I'll start with Danielle.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Danielle Moher, and I look after Specialist High Skills Major and dual credit programs for the Kawartha Pine Ridge School Board.
Okay. Megan?
Hi, everyone. I'm Megan Cornell. I manage the SCWI program at Durham College.
Thank you. Alex?
Hi, everyone. Alex DeCetto, supporting the PVNC Catholic teachers. Good to see you.
Jillian? Jillian, can you hear me?
Hi, my name's Jillian Broadley, and yep, can you hear me? Broadley, and I'm the SCWI and Tech and SHSM lead for the Durham District School Board.
Okay. Jonathan?
Hi, I'm John Taylor. I'm the Dual Credit Operations Coordinator for Fleming College.
Okay. Have I missed anybody in the introductions by any chance? Okay. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go through, as I said, we're just going to go through in the next 30 minutes and review the program, and we'll kind of do it in 2 parts. So the first part will be a little bit more about the dual program itself, its origins, and Jillian Broadley from the Durham District School Board will do that. And then we will go to Megan Quinnell, who will talk about some of more of those college and high school processes and procedures to share. So Jillian, are you okay to pick up? Or if it's difficult for you to present, I can also do that as well.
Nope, ready to go.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. If we could just start with a land acknowledgement. You might have already done this in your schools, and I appreciate that. And I'm just going to start with a land acknowledgement for the Durham District School Board. So the Durham District School Board acknowledges that many Indigenous nations have long-standing relationships, both historic and modern, with the territories upon which our school board and schools are located. Today, this area is home to many Indigenous peoples from across Turtle Island, and we acknowledge that the Durham region forms part of the traditional and treaty territories of the Mississaugas of Scugog Island First Nations, the Mississauga peoples of the treaty territory of the Chippewas of Georgina Island First Nation, and it is on these ancestral and treaty lands that we teach, learn, and live. The focus of the dual credit program is really it's a Ministry of Education student success tool, right? And what we're looking to do is we're looking to make sure that students earn their OSSD and hopefully they get to see a little taste of college life, and they get to realize that there is kind of a light at the end of the tunnel, that college degrees are within their realm of capability, and that they could be successful, which hopefully leads to some re-engagement at the high school level and success. So we divide most of the SCWI into two kind of big categories, and they are team taught. So this is the college faculty coming into the high school and team teaching with the high school teacher, and then also college delivered. So this is students from a high school traveling to a college and a college instructor being selected and teaching a college level course, a college level curriculum to those students. We have some other smaller categories. We have adult dual credits. We teach some dual credits at night school so that disengaged learners who maybe left high school thinking that they weren't going to be successful have come back realizing that they need a good education or to secure good jobs. And so we're trying to re-engage them. The big thing is that we're trying to make a successful transition for high school students to colleges and to other apprenticeship programs. The primary focus is on students who are disengaged, who are underachieving, but they have the potential to succeed at a college level or in an apprenticeship program. This is what we call our primary target group. We also deliver a lot of dual credit programs to students with that are in a specialist high skills major program or SHSM, and also to OEAP students are also eligible to participate. For students in SHSM program, this gets to be an automatic reach ahead because the students are building a network of connections within that sector. Whatever that sector is, transportation or hospitality or aviation. So they get to have that. And there are additional specialized skills or training that SHSMs are exposed to in dual credits that meet certification things, such as advanced training in a technique or safety training of some sort. Sometimes it's working at heights, sometimes. Can you advance to the next slide, Stephen? So one of the things that really makes the college delivered dual credit program so effective, and also the team taught program, is really that there are in fact two teachers. There's a high school teacher and there's a college faculty that has been hired to deliver that material. And so this means that there's less chances of students kind of falling through the cracks. There's more opportunities for students to actually learn more advanced techniques. There's additional sets of eyes in shop classes or so great teachers focus not on compliance, but on the connections and on building those relationships. We think that's really sort of part of our success in this. Right. So the two kind of broader categories, the college delivered, again, this is moving the high school students from their high school to the college, delivering that curriculum with the college faculty, and then returning them. Buses can be covered, whether that's busing or transportation costs, like bus tickets, and then team taught. So team taught hires the college faculty, they go into the high school and then deliver that curriculum. In a team taught model, the curriculum and assessment need to align. It's taught by both the high school and the college faculty at the same time. I think we all understand that a high school course needs 110 hours. So if you put the 110 hours inside a box, you need 42 of those hours to get the dual credit, the high school, the college course. So it's not like it's 150 hours all of a sudden. It's not two separate programs, each with their own assessments and evaluations and assignments that the student needs to sort of struggle in order to maintain. In fact, it's team taught, right? So There's a lot of overlap in the curriculum and assessment. They are fully aligned. It's taught by both the high school teacher and the college faculty simultaneously. An OSS course code is recorded on the high school transcript, so it actually indicates that this is the dual credit. So when your students are applying to colleges or other post-secondary destinations, they can see that they have had this immersive experience. The college credit is recorded as a regular college course on the college transcript. So again, if the student is taking that and applying to a college or to another post-secondary destination, they can see the credits that they've already earned. Marks can be different. A student might have struggled slightly with some of the college delivered items. And so they have a slightly lower mark on the college delivered on the college course and a slightly higher one on the high school course. And they can also be exactly the same. Both the college faculty and the high school teacher are responsible for deciding what assignments and evaluations are going to be delivered. And are used in the students' marking, and also how those assignments and evaluations are weighted in the course. The college course defines the college assessments and evaluations, and the secondary school portion is flexible. A team taught dual credit is not two courses, right, that require twice as much work or twice as much effort. It's one course that's taught by two teachers using a different perspective for the curriculum delivery. Right, the high school teacher is familiar with the student's IEP, challenges that student might have faced, and then the college faculty is bringing in industry knowledge and fresh perspective, and then they're going to teach it together. The college delivered is slightly different. The college course is taught independently as a standalone course. College faculty report those marks. There is a special OSS 4T course code requested for the high school timetable and for the transcript. The college credit is recorded on regular college transcripts. It must be a minimum of 42 hours, so it's usually 3 hours per week. And the secondary school teacher just provides support. So they might have a conversation with the college faculty about which students have IEPs, which students need extra time, or extra help with understanding and reading material. They might have conversations about technology. The student will, the high school teacher will register all the students. And on the learning management system, so on DC Connect, or depending on what college you're affiliated with, making sure that items load on the technology, have conversations with the college faculty so that they understand what those parameters are. The college course outlines and defines the college assessments and evaluations, and this is all decided by the college faculty. It's not decided jointly, and the college faculty may have some flexibility depending on the course, especially in terms of the sequence and the number of tests and assignments and quizzes. Once the college has determined what the mark is for that student, then the principal at the student's home school is notified, and the principal records the marks that has been provided by the college faculty, and the grade cannot be adjusted. If the student earns a 44, then the student gets a 44 on their transcript. So credit for the secondary school course is recorded on the OST using the course code for the high school curriculum. So in this case, manufacturing, but the college credit is recorded on the college transcripts. Marks are different on each of the transcripts in a team taught model.
All right. Okay, thank you, Jillian. And
Welcome.
so what I'd like to do is hand things over to Megan Quinnell from Durham College, just to go through some of the sort of policies and procedures and other things that you'll sort of really encounter day to day in your course.
Awesome, thank you. So we'll start with student registrations. So it is the responsibility of the high school teacher to make sure that students register on that Earn Dual Credits website. So at our site at Durham, registrations are pulled from this Earn Dual Credits registration site, and we have to manually process them each semester. So we always remind the high school teachers and the college faculty there could be a delay before your class list gets populated in the learning management system, so DC Connect. The system is not live as much as we wish it was. We do encourage our college faculty to find sort of alternative formats that they might be providing assessments or quizzes or materials and documents to the learners in those first 1 to 2 weeks of class, just to accommodate the delay. So one of the most important things we encourage you to do is when your dual credit teacher comes to class, we do strongly advise you to cross-reference your class lists. So in some cases, students might miss getting registered at all, or we get to the end of the semester and there's students that are still sitting there who are registered but who haven't been attending the class for 6 weeks. So really important to check in with your faculty and ensure that your class lists are the same. So speaking of DC Connect, we'll talk a little bit about learning management systems. So dual credits students, they will have access to their learning management system. So in our case, DC Connect. The learning management system is where our dual credit faculty is going to post all sorts of information. So lecture slides and course content and announcements. So some faculty will even have students hand in assignments or submit online quizzes, use discussion boards, all through the LMS. So please encourage your students, and our college faculty will as well, to check the learning management system frequently for updates and announcements and messaging functions and features that are available through that platform. The LMS is also extremely important because this is where our faculty will post the students' grades and record notes on their progress. So we will encourage the students to log into the LMS either prior to the start of the course. If there's a delay with the registrations on the first day, our faculty will address the classroom about how to sign in to the learning management platform, as well as provide them with their 100 student ID number, which is required in order to sign in. Awesome. Alex, anything to add? No?
If anyone has any concerns about the flashing blue lights, please note we are not in a lockdown.
Alex, you're on mute.
Yeah, just to say that, it made sense to not really register students last week because of the adds and drops that can happen. But this week, it's time to get right on it. So because the colleges do need some lead time to get the students signed up and for the college faculty to get their class list.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, so student withdrawals. So if you have students who have never attended class, or you're noticing that they're periodically logging in, it's good to check and bring it to the attention of your college teaching partner. So if withdrawals or a situation like this happens in the first 10 days of the course, we can drop the student as if they've never taken the course. If it's after that 10-day period, then we do need an official withdrawal form. This form is typically filled out by the high school teaching partner. Students should sign the form. That's our preference. However, that's not always possible. So in a pinch, the high school teaching partner, guidance, the principal, and even the college faculty can sign the form themselves. But it is our preference to have somebody from the high school side, especially the student, if we can, sign off on that withdrawal form. So if they submit the withdrawal form with all the signatures, then a W will show on the student's transcript. And there are withdrawal deadlines that we have to follow. So typically week 10 for 42-hour dual credits and week 14 for 56-hour dual credits will be the last weeks that you are able to withdraw your students from the courses. If we get those withdrawals on or before the deadline, you'll see that W on the transcript. Anything after that deadline, students will end the course with whatever their current mark is on the college side. So even if it's a 0, even if it's a 23, that mark will stand on the transcript. So we'll try to avoid that wherever possible. And we do encourage and tell the students, simply not attending does not constitute a withdrawal. Please make sure to fill out the form. And the overall goal is to promote retention in the dual credit program. So we ran the session this morning and had a really good conversation about, we don't want students to just withdraw because the course gets hard. So we really want to encourage them to hang in there, communicate with the high school teaching partner and the college faculty, because we're all here to support their success in the program.
Yeah, if I could just add or just emphasize exactly what you're saying there, Megan. When it comes to, most of our situations where the college instructor comes to the high school, our team taught situations, perhaps you had a student register today for the course, and then for some reason on Thursday decides to drop your class, which means they drop the dual credit as well. Then it's important for us to communicate that withdrawal to the colleges. Other than that, they're in it to win it. And again, when they're doing work for the college instructor, they're doing work for you, fulfilling your curriculum. So really withdrawing is not an option at the 10-week mark. If there are a couple of students in an absolutely desperate situation, we could look at that. But for the most part, we really don't want to talk to students about, from our team taught dual credits, especially withdrawing from the course. We want them, they're in it to win it for the long haul. Now, for example, Hunter from my school board at the Center for Success, that's where it's a standalone college delivered course. There might be some students more obviously midway along that it's just time to drop, but hopefully not even in that case, that we just support them right on through and encourage them to rise to the occasion.
Okay. And there are official drop forms that make up the that are used for the withdrawal. Then so there's one for each college. So
Yep, perfect. So just a quick note on student success, and the way we see student success most consistently in the dual credit programs is through open communication. So open communication is a very critical component of success in the dual credit courses between the high school and the college teaching partner. So as a whole, please try your best to stay regularly connected, have those frequent conversations, check in with each other. That's going to be the best way to ensure that the semester runs smoothly for everybody involved. College faculty can relay very important information to you regarding poor attendance or missed assignments, accommodations that a student might need. So things change rapidly over the course of a semester. So we just encourage you both to keep in touch with each other, because really good communication is going to support the student's success. We're going to be able to take care of, challenges and problems quickly should they arise. That's going to create a positive learning environment and just overall enhance and strengthen the dual credit partnership. Okay, campus visits are favorite. So all team taught dual credits will have the opportunity, and we strongly encourage you to get the students to the college campus once during the semester. So utilize this opportunity at the start of the semester. Please meet with your college faculty and select a date for a campus visit. It's a really great opportunity for students to get onto the campus, learn about the campus programs and facilities that might be available to them someday. So it is the responsibility of the high school teacher to arrange for transportation, and each college has their own way of doing their campus visits. They have their own activities and choices that students will be able to sort of browse and walk around campus. So we just encourage you to connect with your college faculty to discuss the options that are available to you.
Yeah, and school board people, each of your respective leads. So in my case, for PVNC, we will send you and copy your secretary the budget code for the buses to be ordered. So the main thing is for you to nail down a date with your college faculty. Your college faculty will probably need to check on a few things. And then for you folks for you to order the bus, with the help of your, finance secretary, and we'll have the budget code for you to make that happen.
So one of the things that pops up, sort of year after year, it's one of those things that when you have multiple people's hands in the pot, we've got new dual credit teachers, we've got new high school teachers. So information tends to sort of slide with that broken telephone, but we just want to make sure that nothing gets lost in translation. So we included the slide on Trader Myth that any dual credit can transfer to any program and at any college in Ontario. So think about a program that your college faculty might be teaching. So for example, manicure and nail technology. if I have a college faculty at the high school who's teaching that course, and then the student, down the road says, oh, I want to go to college, but I want to take automotive. Will that, manicure course transfer over? No, right? That's simply not true. So the fact of the matter is there's some similarity, matching that has to be there. And there's a lot of sort of technical detail. So for brevity's sake, if you're curious about which credits will transfer, there's great dual credit transfer guides there that you'll be able to reference. So obviously, an amazing opportunity for the students who are participating. Transferring credits is not only the benefit, one benefit of taking the dual credit course. So I will pass it over to Alex to talk about some of the other benefits of the dual credit program.
Great, and we'll be sharing this slide deck probably in PDF form to you all. So, for example, like those links, you can check back. Overall, the benefit of the dual credit, as I know is all about the experience in itself. Where here we have someone coming in from the college who 99% of the time is still working in industry. What an opportunity for the student to increase in confidence because they're learning from this person in industry and, being encouraged and affirmed by this person from industry. So that's, that's a great thing. And some, tremendous inspiration can happen as a result, right? The trip to the college is also going to be very eye-opening for the students because, maybe they're taking, electrical, which is an awesome course, but maybe when they're at the college, they'll discover, the medical technology engineering program at Durham, and they're like, holy cow, I didn't know this existed, and there they go, they'll check that out. And again, increased awareness of career and educational opportunities. Yeah, getting into the college's learning management system, that's a learning curve piece there that's really beneficial for the students. But that main thing is the inspiration that comes from the day-to-day work with the faculty, and also the habit of being proactive to communicate to the faculty if they're going to be away, say next week because of a sport or activity or an appointment, and to be proactive themselves in going up to the faculty about their IEP. Sir or miss, because of my IEP, I usually get extra time on tests. Are you okay with that? That kind of thing, because they'll have to self-advocate when they get to the college. Another huge benefit to dual credits is for you teachers, which I know a lot of you are already experiencing. It becomes an ongoing, mutual professional development, because you're working with someone that's right in that sort of type of field that you're in, and you're talking shop, so to speak, all the time, and comparing about the latest trends and innovations. And I've just witnessed again and again so many great teaching and college faculty partnerships that have just been amazing. So that's a huge benefit.
Okay. Did you want to add anything else there, Alex? Or
just on this slide, and then I'll turn it back over to you, Stephen.
Okay.
Just that, of course, here's their board contact info, which is readily accessible. But of course, we do encourage that fantastic communication between you and your faculty partner, regularly to prevent, sort of on a preventive maintenance kind of way, to anticipate any concerns. And but if there's something you feel does need to be resolved that the two of you can't resolve, for example, my people talk to me, and then I'll approach the college about the concern, and we'll work with it that way. So over to you, Stephen.
All right. Well, we're just a touch over 3 o'clock, and we wanted to keep things to a half an hour. And as Alex said, please reach out to work with your college faculty. If there's still an issue, please contact your board lead, and we'll try to navigate that for you to help you with find those answers. We want to thank you all for coming to be part of this, to learn more about the program, but especially to take this program on. It's something that's, a true success initiative for the kids. And these programs don't happen if we don't have the teachers who say, I'd like to do this. I'd like to give it a try. I'd like to bring this to the students. So we're very grateful that you do this. And there's a lot of statistical information that has been gathered to show the benefit of this program. So Alex mentioned that we're going to save this slide deck. We will send it out. We'll have a recording available as well. And again, we hope you have a really good semester. And if any of you have any questions, you can just populate them on the chat pod. But if you would like just to unmute and ask, that's fine as well. But that's sort of the end of our presentation. Again, thank you. And let us know if we can do anything to help you out.
Stephen, I do have just a point of emphasis, just because, you know, for some of our new people, this is a lot all at once. It took me 2 years to figure out this dual credit stuff. But when it comes to the team talk, basically, when it comes to the planning piece, it's actually pretty straightforward. For our teachers, it's a matter of clearly understanding what the college is going to be covering, and then we simply work around it versus trying to do fancy mapping.
All right. So
Our high school people are generally working around the college curriculum, so I hope you find it's really not that complicated. So I just wanted to emphasize that.
All right. Okay.